How's it going, everyone? Back with another stream today. We're gonna be continuing on with this Black Rain Rock Train and Pioneer. We're gonna be changing a couple slots. For those who saw the most recent stream, it's kind of the same shell. The only card that we're really changing are adding the Jadelight Rangers in the 3-drop slot. Um, we previously had two Briarbridge Trackers and one Lily on the Last Hope. Lily on the Last Hope kind of serves the purpose of, playing a Planeswalker for Delirium and just being a nice 3-drop walker that, can snowball. Um, and then Briarbridge Tracker serves the purpose of making a Clue, can trigger Revolt, just being a nice 4/3 attacker with Vigilance. So today we're going to be testing Jadelight Ranger in that slot. I like to always compare lists, at least in Pioneer. I like to keep comparing to Rakdos, which has been a very good deck in the format. And it's just trying to replicate what Rakdos is trying to do. Replicate the curve, replicate, the sideboard slots that Misplaced Ginger has made. Um, and I think a card that makes Rakdos tick is Fable of the Mirrorbreaker. And that card is really, really good, and there's nothing that really compares to that in Golgari. But Jadelight Ranger kind of mimics that in the sense that you can explore twice. So, granted, when you cast a Fable, it makes a body, and then the next turn, you can loot two. Jadelight Ranger doesn't exactly do that. Um, but it does let you essentially scry two almost. So you can refill your hand if it's lands. If you're against an aggro matchup and you see like a Thought Seize, you can just bin it and you can go the Jadelight Ranger. Like it provides a little bit of filtering where it somewhat compares to Fable the Mirrorbreaker. So that's why I'm testing it today. Uh, and when we compare it to Briarbridge Tracker is good. The body is really nice, but there's often times where you know we make one clue with it and it we can't crack the clue and it's just there and it's just a little vanilla. And if we want to crack a clue and draw a card, it eats up 2 mana, which is a lot. Versus Jadelight Ranger, it comes into play. You get the ability, you get the filter, and you don't have to dedicate any more mana to it once you commit the 3 mana. So it has a little bit more velocity than Briarbridge Tracker does. So I'll be interested to see how this card performs. And consequently, we're going to be adding a layer, the Hydra, over the second Hive, just to have more green sources. So in total, I think it'll be split in terms of number of green and black sources. And then in the sideboard, we made a couple changes. We split Ritual Suit and Extinction Event, so we have a 1-1 split there. Um, so yeah, otherwise the main is the same as the last stream. So we'll see how the rest of the list holds up. Ranger class with Grim Flare, how Tenacious Underdog performs, etc., etc. So um, make sure this is the right list. Like Rangers here. So yeah, we'll see how this performs, especially that Jadelight Ranger slot. I mean, we do lose kind of our Revolt trigger because we don't get the clue. So that is something to note. I mean, we still have two Fable passages, but it's honestly not a lot. So triggering Revolt's going to be a little tough in this deck. It's tougher. It's already tough already, but it's where stuff like Old Rutstein, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that card wrong, Old. That's where like maybe I'm thinking of having this as like a one of. Just because it's I feel like this card's like underwhelming on the surface because the body's just medium. Um, if you mill a land, we can make a treasure. So and then if we mill a non-land, we make a blood token. If we mill a creature, make a 1/1. So like we can finagle our way of getting revolt if we mill a creature, for example. And then like if we uh, mill a non-creature non-land card and get a blood token, at least that provides some sort of filtering. So this is something that I'll probably be interested in trying out next stream as well. But we're gonna just change one thing at a time. I don't want when I'm like testing these slots, I don't want to change too much at once. So how's it going, Mark? Hope you're doing well, buddy. But yeah, I'm excited to see how Jadelight Ranger performs. Uh, Again, it's just like the higher velocity is going to be interesting. We don't want to get paired. I was also toying with like an Obosh version. I saw an Obosh Brock list that 5-0'd, I think like a week ago. Losing trophy and decay really hurts. This could be a Briarbridge Tracker depending on how the list performs, or how Jadelight Ranger performs. But like this, losing a bunch of cyborg cards suck too. So like losing Chariot, losing Hearse, losing Damping Spear, stuff like that. So you're gonna throw up if you play that. It's just something to change it up. If like honestly, like the Grim Flare slots, the Scavenging Ooze is really really impressive. I think Scavenging Ooze is alone kind of makes Gigantha kind of not worth it. Oh man, we just don't want to play Magic today. So like, there's a bunch of twos that are really good. Like Assassin's Trophy is just such a good card. So like getting Obosh and losing Trophy, so like you're down to like a second Thirst and then like Murderous Riders. And then like if you don't have your turn one mana dork, you're kind of really really screwed. But then your top end's nice with like Gargaroth and Vivians and stuff. So I mean I guess you have Vraska as your removal spell too, but that's 5 mana. That's kind of rough. I don't know. Something I was playing around with. The sideboard obviously is kind of tough to fill out too. But that's just something I was just brainstorming while I was getting the stream ready. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you're just in that, let me know. Alright, so this is a good hand. We have... we can turn one push into Ranger class into Jadelight Ranger, so it'll be interesting to see how good this card is. Okay. That was a good draw, in a sense that, like, we don't have to take two. We can hold up Fatal Push. But, like, that is a 5th land, so ideally we just not draw lands anymore. They play, like, a Blood Tithe Harvester. Never mind, they don't play Blood Tithe Harvester. Well, we're going to play Ranger class, huh? So next turn we can go Deathcap Glade, Jadelight Ranger. They probably have a push here. No, they don't. Again, like Fatal, like these Wolf tokens like eat a Fatal Push all the time. It feels great. Okay. Okay. Kind of tempted to just go Jadelight here, because if we like Decay, Trespasser, they can just Chandra and we just get blown out. So I kind of like double. I kind of like just playing a threat out, and then if they Trespasser, we could always just like activate the Ranger class and then Decay. Like in these spots, I've learned that it's just better to commit more to the board because against like these Chandra decks, just so like if they Chandra minus, they can't just like untap. Well, let's see how good this Jadelight Ranger is. Let's get the immediate value, huh? We just drew 2 lands in a row. Oh man, okay. That's really funny. I don't know if I should be happy about that or not. Although we did draw the Fable Passage though, so like now we can trigger a Revolt as well. So now we can activate Ranger class and then decay this without having to discard a card and then put a counter on a creature and attack. So hey Soul, I was actually this is exactly what I was talking about here. Where we wanted to deploy a oh, are they gonna stomp? That would suck. I was actually like looking at lists too. I was referencing your list actually, so I kind of took most of it. Um, I just don't know what to do with the sideboard. Like I'm not happy with like a lot of the slots that you've had in terms of like that can't be wrong. I didn't, that's not really mean. Like I think I don't like Last Hope on the sideboard. I didn't like. I don't know. I just feel like there isn't enough odds. You know what I mean? I didn't mean that to sound. That's not really mean. I didn't mean it like that. I think we just play Urborg. So we just drew like all the lands in a row. So Jadelight Ranger was kind of clutch there, but that also means that we. So we'll level up here. It just came out the wrong way. I think um, what I like I just feel like there aren't a lot of good there aren't a lot of odds, right? That like fill out the sideboard nicely. Like you have 4 go blanks, which I don't like, but I think it's necessary because there's no damping sphere or anything like that, right? So it makes sense to me. Those lands would be nice with the Ranger, yeah. I agree. So now with this failed passage, we can push the Bone Crusher Giant, Soren, and plus again too. I agree. And I was like, there's no sweeper, which sucks. I'm gonna take 2 because they reveal the land. So that's why I put like 2 thirst extra in the sideboard. So then like post board against like creature matchups, we'd have 4 thirst, 4 push. But there's still 4 cards. Crux of Fate, yeah, maybe. I mean, Fat Man has a lot too, right? But I like the backbone of your list. I think just having a companion is just so broken. So I like the idea that you have. It's just a matter of just like executing it, you know? Okay. Dude, all we drew are lands. Is that ridiculous or what? Um. So we'll play this Fable passage. And then we'll Soren minus. This kind of, hopefully they just have land as well. So if they like kill this vampire token, we can just push this Bone Crusher Giant and keep this fatal push. Keep this fatal passage for a fatal push. Sorry. And if they just attack, then I can get swamp, and then, or I guess I can just get blood tithe harvester. Sure. Here's my siege right now. Unfortunately, I just don't think you can run 3 colors in this format. Half-inch hammer. Sorry. I tried to make it work, and I just have just been losing way too much with Absent, unfortunately. This Chandra has just been very, very good. Again, this Fable passage is nice because I can get 4, or this Orborg, I mean, because I can get Forest and still play black to Fatal Push this one Christian, because I only have 1 basic swamp, actually. This is a nice little, you know, hand of... Yeah, that's a very good point, too, so... Agreed. Dude, we literally just this is kind of absurd. We have as many lands in play as in my hand. This is just the story of my life here. All right, we'll attack Chandra. I mean, it doesn't matter if we level up first or not. We're gonna attack that anyway, right? So. Oh my god, we're gonna draw another land. Dude. We literally drew, like, what, 6 lands in a row at this point? Unbelievable. I have the Lotus combo precon. Thinking about working on a Lotus plus something. In Pioneer? Interesting. I mean, Spike has, I think, brewed up a list that is that exact combo. So they can kill my vampire. Dude, we need to hit run around on creatures on the top. Like, this is kind of getting ridiculous. Because we creatures on top, please. So we can kill the Chandra next turn. This is... I feel like that's just how my variance has been. Like, that's just very... It's been so frustrating playing these kind of games. And now we're just going to take 7 because we just didn't draw anything. Okay, so that means they drew a creature. Oh. So we can Thoughtseize, activate Hive, attack. So we can Thoughtseize, play Scoos, and activate Hive. A Dreadbore. Oh, but we can't. Because if we play Scoos, they could just Dreadbore it. Well, if we can't play Scoos, so if we attack with Hive, attack Chandra down, we can take the 7, go down to 2. No, because like if we play the Scoos, we just die. Like we need to attack with Hive and then pass, go to 2. And then hope that we just hit runner on stuff. Brutal. No, Dreadbore is a sorcery. So it's interesting why they didn't attack with this harvester either. Wait, this has menace, doesn't it? Yeah. Opponent probably just forgot this had menace. Alright. Don't kill me, opponent. So we literally need to hit like run around creatures. We need to hit so if we play Scoos 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have enough to gain life back either. Man, this is such a fucking brutal game. Such a brutal game. Alright. 2 chariots. Out 2 Thoughtseize. I think it's pretty elementary. Oh, absolutely. I mean, we died with cards in our hand that, like, literally lands in our hand. For sure, Mark. But, like, again, this is, like... this is the, like, all the videos that I don't post on YouTube are leagues of this kind of variance. Which is frustrating. I feel like that's why my content on YouTube has just been so minimal. I feel like this format, I don't know, maybe it's just like the low end of variance for me, but it's just like I always have leagues like these where I don't do anything. I literally just don't do anything. And it's like, alright, well, I drew 8 lands and died. God, that's even CMC shit. Not wrong. I mean, that being said, like that's why I want to play a companion, right? That's the draw towards Obosh, right? The draw towards Obosh or Gigantha is these, right? Popper friends, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. But like that's the whole point of the companion, and that's why I'm like looking at um uh at just any deck that can fulfill that companion, because like an Obosh there would have changed it, right? Like it would have aided a Dreadbore, sure, but then we would just play a Scavenging Ooze on the tap, right? Like we would not be dead. I also think Love Struck Beast is really good too. So or I could have milled underdog with Jadelight. Yes. We only have 2 underdogs though. I mean, like if you look at it in a vacuum, Jadelight Ranger in that situation was really, really good. It drew us 2 cards. So in that one specific sample size, Jadelight Ranger was fantastic, right? All right, 39 off the top, please. Oh, I mean, we would have other threats, right? It doesn't have to be Scavenging Ooze. It could be a Love Struck Beast. It could be another Jadelight Ranger. Please give me a 3rd land. I'm gonna mill Kalitas because we're far from it. Although a double Ranger class is gonna be kind of cool. That's unfortunate, but Another Crooksmith, sure. I think I just mill the push. Or discard the push, I mean. Green source off the top would be nice. Thank you. Because then we can double activate Ranger class. So if they Chandra here, they probably Chandra the Trespasser. We attack it down. Yeah, exactly. Like Ranger class has been like the Wolf token just eats so much removal. It's like fantastic. Like because we really don't care about this Wolf. It feels really good, and they kind of have to, right? It's fantastic. Ooh. I kind of want a J-Light here first, and then see if I can hit a green source, and then activate one of the Ranger classes. I think it's better than just playing a Cletus out. It's a little bit more a greedier line, but I like it. Because at least goes for the body, right? Abrupt Decay. Do I want Abrupt Decay? I think I do, because if they play anything, we can level up and decay something. So I'll put on top. And then if they like just go Bone Crusher Giant, we can just double activate Ranger class. And then attack. I was like, are they just gonna pass the turn? Okay. They know about our Abrupt Decay. Yeah, exactly, Mark. Exactly. I feel like we don't lose much. We technically don't have a card draw, but like again, scrying is kind of nice, right? I think if they have a push, they should wait. Because now I know just to put the panel on the Jadelight Ranger. Because I probably would have put it on the gluten. So far, Jadelight Ranger has been an all-star so far. I drew it twice, and both times they were just solid. I just like how it's just a 4/3, and like we're not like we already got the scry like the ability out of it. Like we got the velocity of the card selection already. How's it going, Electrobob? Which tracker, Tireless or Briarbridge? I've been a huge fan of Briarbridge. I think Moto's freezing. Okay, this is a nice curve out. I've been a huge fan of Briarbridge. I'm not a big fan of Tireless Tracker, even though it's like my favorite card. It's just been too clunky. Yeah, Briarbridge has been fantastic. So we have the Urborg Fable Passage combo again, which is cool. Lava Coil. I think we just take the best card in Chandra. We take the best card. I don't really like Tireless Tracker. It clunks your deck up too much, in my opinion. Versus does this exile? Fatal Push is a nice draw though. So they can Lava Coil my underdog, which kind of sucks. I mean, they are stuck on lands here. I might just play Overgrown Tomb and pass, and then just push this Harvester. And then if I really need to, like, I'd rather just like blitz this underdog later. Yeah, someone suggested Wild Growth Walkers in the Discord. And I think that's going a little deep. Going a little deep. I like it though, but going deep. Alright. We have quite an... Oh, they discard the Lava Coil. Oh no, they're gonna Thought Seize me. I was gonna say, like, that was pretty good for us, but I guess not. Ooh. Okay. 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 What a draw. What a draw. Here she comes. Here she comes. Oh, we'll top that baby. That baby is going on top. So we drew a card and got to scry Scoos on top, baby. Let's fucking go, y'all. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Do they have the third land for underdog or for trespassing underdog? No, they do not. So what that probably means is I'm probably going to blitz this underdog because I don't want them to just... Ooh, I guess I could Scoos and then eat the Harvester. Yeah. So we could blitz the underdog and just draw a card. If they stop the J-Light, I don't care. So what's the plan? They will probably stomp Jadelight Ranger. I think I'd rather just get the underdog trigger in and draw a card because they're going to Trespasser anyway next turn. And then the following turn I can just push the Trespasser and play Scoos. So I think I like just going underdog attack. and just get the extra card out of it while we can. Because if we play Scoos, we don't get that extra card, and I think that's. But then we get to beat down harder. We get the board presence, but we can also just get that board presence next turn. So I think I like just blitzing underdog here. Like, just get that extra card advantage. I think this is just the better line. Like, if they stomp the Jadelight Ranger, sure. They still need to draw the third land. We get punished if they don't draw a third land and they thought sees us. But then we just underdog again. Sure. But at least this way, this underdog kind of like lets us keep up in card advantage. Good draw. Because we drew a land, PQ. Or I think I'm pronouncing your name wrong, sorry. Decay. I think we just blitz again. We can also just play Scoos. I think I like just like underdog again. Just drown him in card advantage. Yeah, keep up push. I mean, if they're gonna play a 3, they'll probably just Trespasser here. So yeah, let's just underdog. It's great because like if they kill this underdog, it's like whatever. This underdog is like kicking their ass. Exactly. Get it while I can. I think I'm gonna just play the passage here. Give me the option to fatal push if need be. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Interesting. They did not trespass my underdog. I guess they want to hit the lands, right? That makes sense. So I'm going to play the Urborg. I'm not going to crack the fail passage yet. Oh god, this card's so good, dude. Oh babe, I am so into this card right now. I am so into this card right now. Dude, let's fucking go. I could also just decay this Fable if I want to. But I think we're going to just trespass. Okay, so we drew the Death Calculate, and we're going to put the Cletus on top. So that's perfect. So that we can Cletus and decay or push, next turn. So I think I'm going to trespass here. Dude, I am on board with this card. Holy shit. Let's go. Granted, it's a smaller body, but like, just the velocity that we have, like it literally replaced itself and scryed one. Like, I will take that, thank you. Wow, they discard Trespasser and go blank. Don't care. Huh. We know Kalidas is on top, so we can still double spell. I think I discard at least the land and one of the removal spells. Probably just the push. So they'll probably trade here, but then we can go Kalidas plus Scoos. We can also just decay this. Get in for 6. I kind of like that. Just decay this, get in for 6. I mean, if they have the push, they have the push, but... Trespasser. So they're at 8. They could take 2. I am on board with this card. Wow. And then we'll play a Cletus and pass. Present lethal again. And then we can just trophy this reflection. They do not have the luxury of thought seizing us right now. So our trophy's kind of semi-safe. They're getting shit on. Oh, man. You have your reflections? We have our Jadelight reflections. There's a Chandra. It's actually kind of cool because if this Cletus does live, we trophy this reflections and we get a zombie out of it. Ooh. Okay. We don't need Grim Flare. I mean, we need something into the 2-drop slot, right? Unless you're arguing that we just put a like 4 Ranger classes, which I don't hate either. So we attack, trophy, eat. We get got by Fatal Push, but then we still have trophy, so... Oh, we still have Scoos as backup. We get got if they have Fatal Push as our last card, though. And I think I won't play this land in case they get Kroxa. If they top deck Kroxa. Yeah, I'll leave this Blooming Marsh in hand to keep for Kroxa. Let's invoke Prejudice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just invoke Prejudice. We're gonna save it for Revolt, P. Kelly. We have very, very little ways of triggering Revolt. Okay, so you lose 2, lose 4, and you draw 2 cards. Nice invoke Despair, buddy. Did I say invoke Prejudice? I am so sorry. Invoke Despair. They start Thoughtseize themselves. Opponent said GG. Croxa does make a zombie too. Dude, Jadelight Ranger is on point, y'all. Jadelight Ranger's on point. I will say too, like when I was playing like Abzan, the Rakdos matchup felt bad, but like the Golgari with Golgari, Rakdos just felt pretty even at minimum, and like Chariot just shits on them too. Just saw Mario deck on the Abzan braids. Smallpox indicating interesting. I was never a fan of the smallpox build. Not to say that they're bad. It's just not my playstyle. Like I'm definitely enjoying like these kind of mid-rangey builds. It's just like figuring out the right filler cards, cause like obviously like the main shell is like four Thoughtseize, four Fatal Push, one Bloodchief's Thirst, four Trespasser, two Cletus is kind of like the main shell. I was just like filling out the the cards that are in between. Um, like Jadelight Ranger was very impressive. Like holy cow. The underdog was pretty good. It would have gotten eaten by the Trespasser, but they just whiffed on the third land, so that's unfortunate for that. Grimfire could be Advocate or Morpho Branch Walker. Maybe. Wild Growth Walker. People keep suggesting this once they saw Jadelight Ranger. They're like, Wild Growth Walker. Oh, crap. Man, no one wants to play Magic with me today. Where is it? Oh, I put Wind Growth. Wild Growth. But, like, someone suggested this Discord, too. I mean, we could just run 4 Wild Growth Walkers, 4 Merfolk Branch Walkers, and then 4 Jadelight Rangers. That is also a possibility. But I don't think that's good. Or maybe like 2 Wild Growth Walkers. I don't think it's good, though. This man doesn't like to blow up lands. No, I do not. Sorry. I'm going to keep this on the draw. Hopefully we draw a third land, because this is exactly where we want to be. Thoughtseize into 2-drop into one of the 3s. The counter spells in Pioneer just aren't as good in Modern. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, no Force of Negation, no counter spell. Yeah, for sure. It's kind of the main draws towards Pioneer, honestly. Oh, we're against Mono Green. We're going to take this Kiora, I believe. Yeah, I'm going to take this Kiora. Archmage's Charm is also very good, too. I agree. Well, we also need a third land, so... I like Pioneer because there's no free spell. Same. Samesies. The format just feels so broken to me. And just like watching the gameplay just does not seem fun. To me. I know a lot of other people are enjoying the format, but I do not. At least we have a 4 of a kind. Not good enough in this game though. All in on this 4 of a kind. I just got black green fight ring list. I'm gonna try to bet. If not, I'm having too much fun. I'm probably just gonna take and make this list. I mean, it's the format's definitely unexplored, right? I might just concede, honestly. Like if we needed a third land and we needed to get aggro. The other option was just to take the Ogre Troll, but then they just get the ramp. So I don't think we're winning this game. Yeah, especially we're not drawing third land. Welcome to the channel. Okay. All right. Moto, you are just fucking with me, huh? I got you, fam. I got you. Extinction Event seems good. Nocturne Crass and Esper Downfall, too. I might bring in one Damping Spear. I don't think we want two. I think we board out like 2 to 3 pushes. Maybe one push on the play. Jadelight Ranger seems good. I think we board out the Sorens. And I think that's pretty clean. I think that's clean. Any ideas on what to funding to do besides combo with those failed? I don't know. What do you mean by that? Like, what you want to do with a lot of mana? I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna combo, you might just win the game, right? Game 1, last game, draw infinite lands, exactly. The variance of this format's very frustrating for me. Alright. The sand is not bad. We can Epic Downfall a Old Growth Troll, but we don't have much past that. They don't have a 1-drop, so they probably have the Wolf. Ooh, that's big game. This is where Flare looks really good. This is where Flare puts in the work and gets pay deservingly show. Definitely gets the bag here. Definitely gets the bag. Land. We need to put lands on the top with the Grim Flare. Play Marsh over. So we're gonna probably mill the Grim Flare. Or probably keep the lands on top, honestly. And put Overgrown Tomb, play Marsh on top. Play Scoos and pass. Sure. Sure. But we can decide that next turn, right, Mark? We don't need to make the decision now. So we'll Epic Downfall that. Because we don't have an instant either, right? So. Bloodchief's Thirst. We don't have the 4th land that casts us Thirst now either. That's so awkward. I think we need to go mill a land, put a land on top, and then Thirst after. So Thirst Tomb. Okay, that sucks. We're gonna eat that, start the festival right now. Maybe I should be milling everything. Like maybe I should be putting that Thirst into the graveyard, right? They could cast Bolus with Oath of Nissa. I'm gonna make this into a 4-3, I guess. So we'll top. And this is where I wish I kept that Urborg on top. Because then we could have thirst this and then ate whatever they were in an 8th Cavalier. Oh, mother. So we need to eat the... I guess I could just cast the Graveyard Trespasser and then leave up Skoo's mana, right? I could just Thirst the Cure too, but that seems pretty bad. Yeah, I think I just need to Trespass. Eat the Storm. Yeah, I wish I kept that Urborg on top. I gotta hope their hand is just whiffs. Yep, exactly. So the activating lair here. Oh god. So with this on this stack, I'm going to eat this storm so they can't cast it again. Don't think we're winning this game. They got another storm? Dude. Oh my god. I guess, you know, sometimes they just do this and then we just get absolutely dick slapped. We could draw, Extinction Event and then that could crawl us into this game. Maybe that's the argument to run 2 Extinction Events in the sideboard, right? These Grimflare are just not impressive, though. After all that. I wonder if they're better off as 2 Ranger class, or 3 Ranger class, 3 Underdog, and then something else. I mean, they did Doug in this matchup, but I don't know. They have 21 mana, though. Every time someone explains a new tool grown. Yeah, I agree. They just need to ban Nykthos. Nykthos is just too good. I think it's okay for me to concede here. I'll do 1 draw step. Oh, they're just gonna cast Chain Veil. That's fine. Branch Walker could also like that. That's also something I could probably explore next. Is Branch Walker over Flare, just to get immediate value. Again, we could draw Extinction Event, and that's our out here. We lose 2 creatures, but we keep Flare and Scavenging Ooze. So they lose everything in their board, but then they still have the 2 walkers. Yeah, maybe this is an argument to run 2 Extinction Events instead of Extinction Event Ritual Suit. Oh, they're gonna blow up our land, then that's gonna suck. I need them to blow up like my Jadelight Ranger. That ain't gonna go off here. I should message my opponent. I messaged my opponent. Would you like me to concede, or you want me to see how far you can go? I don't let my opponent do his thing. They cast 4 Storm of the Festivals, like, or at least 3 of them. What does this card do? Oh, this is the Karn card. Like I said, Extinction Event is technically still an out if they can just let me untap. If they cast oh, there's just infinite turns probably. It's fine. It's fine. I can see. I can see. You're good. You don't have to do anything about it. I will take the L. The L is mine. The L is mine. I mean, I don't hate like a third underdog, like a third ranger class, for example. But then again, maybe these need to be creatures, just to make sure we have some. Like we only have 17 creatures for ranger class, so it's actually not that good. Like that's an argument to maybe like run like a murderous rider, for example. Maybe these Sorens need to be like other creatures. Maybe we need to cut a decay for like another creature, for example. Stuff to think about when you have ranger class. Yeah, but maybe I should have 2 extinction events instead of ritual suit. Just so we can get out of spots like that, right? I mean, to be fair, if we don't have Grimflare, we can just not have the Fable passages, and our mana base would be a lot better too. Like these Fable passages are just not being great. They just like it makes our mana a lot worse. This is not Absent. What do you mean? There's a white card in there, I swear. You just gotta look harder, Morgan. there's a white card in there, I swear. Maybe, possibly, maybe not. Sounds pretty decent. Humans? Dress is white. Exactly. Exactly. Alright. We have a lot of removal, so. It's a Thalia? I think I'm okay with pushing this now. We're kind of already committed. We could have pushed the Thalia the following turn. Maybe that would have been the better play. High was a decent draw, I guess. Because this turn we don't do anything technically. Oh, we roll Trespasser is kind of a good draw. So, the way we get fucked here is if they go Thalia's Lieutenant and attack. So I kind of like just decaying the Thalia, following turn, Thoughtseize plus Trespasser, and then hope to Cletus the following turn. We could also just Cletus next turn too. So I think I like decaying the Thalia. Oh, is this extraction special? Oh, this is an Adeline. It's fine. I kind of like just decaying the pack leader here then. No, we could just Trespasser plus Thoughtseize next turn and then trade with the pack leader, I think. But then they get to draw a card next turn with pack leader. So I think we need to decay the pack leader here. And then we could play Cletus or Trespasser. Ooh. I think we play Cletus. Don't Cletus. So we could trophy. We could push Thalia, trophy Adeline. That might be better. Let's like deal with the board. And then the next turn we can Thoughtseize plus Trespasser, right? This is Lieutenant. That's pretty gross. Alright, so we'll push this. Trophy that. So we'll go to 10. We'll Trespasser. Charming Prince. I think we take the Charming Prince. If they Lieutenant, we just trade Specialist here. I think that's fine. Oof. I think I have to just take this and then play Cletus. I think we need Cletus to stabilize us. But we're kind of behind. Oh my god. That's a good hand. That's a good draw. So block here, go to 10. So we can't do that. Okay. Noxious Grasp. Double Rituals. Grimflow on the play is okay. I think we just like trim a Sorin. I think we can trim like 2 Thoughtseizes. Trim the other Sorin, I think. I don't think that's where we want to be in this matchup. Alrighty. I mean, you could also play a Reflector Mage too, right? Like, I think playing a Reflector Mage is a fine line. But, like, I guess the logic is if you get Reflector Mage then, or Reflector Mage like the following turn, it's still bad. Because, like, it's not like they're going to not to play the rest of their hand. The hand was just very good. I think I think I should have just played Cletus because the upside's just there. Because if they have Reflector Mage, it doesn't matter if we cast the Cletus that turn to the next turn. They're just going to deploy the threats. If we kill everything, they're going to deploy the threats. If we play Cletus, they're going to Reflector. Like, I think either way we lose, right? So I guess the argument is just to play the higher upside card. Pump Mullen to 6. I think I have to play Fable Passage here, even though this is where I talk about like this Fable Passage is kind of bad, but I need to play this in case they don't draw a third land, so we can curve Scoos into Trespasser or Ranger class into Trespasser, whichever. I'll probably get Forest here. Jadelight's a good draw. So I think I'll go lead with Ranger class. They go Thalia, that's fine. I guess I'll lead on Trespasser too, but I think I'll lead on Jadelight here. Lechy's Thirst, that will be on top. So if they Lieutenant, we can just double block, use 1. If they Reflector Mage, it sucks, but Elite Spellbinder, sure. Any line you play J-Line is the correct line. Yeah, you know, not wrong. Not wrong. J-Line, it's been a rock star this whole league, for sure. It's been a rock star. 50 viewers, y'all. Appreciate the opportunity and hanging out, by the way. So they exiled Scavenging Ooze. Which is interesting. Oh. Dude, snap block. Thanks. Yeah, you can take out my Jadelight Ranger, whatever. So the normal hand is I revealed the Thirst off the Jadelight Ranger. So I think I can attack, and if they trade, that's fine. If not, I can just go Trespasser and then hold up Fatal Push. If they trade, that's like perfectly fine too. Like this still uses our mana nicely. And the next turn we can activate Ranger class, thirst something or push something. Oh, Graveyard and the Skull. Apologies. I guess Stream Decker is not working. Here you go. And like, I think I'm aware of just cutting the Grimflares because honestly, like eating our own creatures with Trespasser is kind of worth it too. But they saw the Trespasser in their hand though, right? That's what makes it kind of interesting. Do I want to push the Lieutenant? I think so. They probably take the Thirst. Or probably the Trophy? I don't know. Oh, they took the Thirst. That's an interesting line. I'm on board with racing here. I'm on board with racing. I guess I can't kick this, though. So we can hold up Trophy. So I could just activate Ranger class, attack for 7. These are 4/2s. So I'll eat that. Put a counter on that. Oh, wow, they're trading. I think I'm okay with that, too. I guess I just have to be. Yeah, the Spellbiter tax is kind of annoying. I get Trophy here. They played a Temple Garden tap. I don't think they need the mana. So it doesn't matter. Decay. So do they have the Cocoa? We can decay something if they try to Cocoa. If they like try to do some crazy block. That was a good hit. Those are some pretty good hits. Not gonna lie. That's pretty brutal, actually. They bottom 2, which is good for us, I guess. So play the Scoos and pass. Ugh. So if they attack, I'm gonna block Reflector Mage and then eat something because this plays around Extraction Specialist. If they attack. They don't attack. I think I attack. Yeah, I think cutting the Grim Flares is correct. I think trying Merfolk Branchwalkers is a good call next stream. I do think we attack. So they take the 4. I'll play Trespasser. The Elite Spellbinder. Jadelight Ranger. So they go to 5. Then I'll hold up Decay. I think if they attack, I think I'm okay with that. Like, I'll let them attack here. And I just eat Reflector Mage. Kill Adeline. You take 1. Cool. Okay. Game 3. And range, like, Merfolk Branchwalker might just be kind of medium, but, like, the fact that it just makes, like, Ranger class just making every creature better is kind of worth it. Oh, yeah, for sure. It's one of the main reasons to play green. Like, Scavenging would just pull so much weight. Like, we did lose against Mono Green. But just, like, we just didn't draw Decays or Trophies with Scoos and just didn't draw, like, our lands. But, like, that's how we win the Mono Green matchup. Is, like, it stops Ogle Troll. It stops Cavalier. So, like, if we abrupt decay a troll and then eat it with the Scoos, we get Scoos bigger. Or, like, they play Cavalier, they mill a bunch of creatures, and then we just, and their Scoos just outgrows their board. We just need to, like, we just need to somehow, like, stabilize, which we can do with, like, Thought Seizes and killing the threats. But, like, once we get to that point, it's the Scoos is how we win that matchup, right? Like, Scoos pull so much weight, it does a lot against the creature matchups, Wonder Green, Phoenix, like, it does everything. It sounds kind of bad. I think those are just too much air, in my opinion, P. Cully. Because, like, you'll just naturally get creatures in the graveyard. So I don't think you necessarily need those cards. Like, this is where Branchwalker would be very, very good, right? We can Branchwalker on 2, try to dig for a 3rd lane and go from there, right? I think we'll bomb the Flare. I think we're gonna dedicate our first 2. Like, on the draw, I think these Flares are just bad. I think if that was a Branchwalker, I might have kept it. Alright, we'll play the Deathcut Blade. Interesting. Okay, well, if they're not going to play any creatures until turn 3, then I guess Grimflare is the better play anyway, so. Exactly, Mark. Exactly. If they play Reflector Mage, that's fine. I don't think I care. Oh. So I would have milled that with Branchwalker, right? This is the spot where, like, Flare is better than Branchwalker here, for sure. So just grasp this. This is where Grimflare is actually good, though. I think we mill the Jadelight Ranger. it sucks because I want to put the land. I want to mill a land, right? I want to mill a land so this Grimflare turns into a 4/4. Like, that's what's so awkward about this card. We want the third land, though. That's the thing. Like, we want to keep drawing our rules. Because, like, if we could just, like, we can go, like, Thirst plus Scoos. Like, that's so good, right? Like, we could try to... We can for sure get a Trigger Action if they don't remove our Grimflare. Oh, sure. Okay, so we have a Thirst on top, right? So we can mill a Jadelight Ranger if we really wanted to. So we can also just play Trespasser. I think that's better. We also play Jadelight Ranger, but I think that just reveals our Thirst. I'd rather just do this. Adeline, sure. Land. Oh, we had the Thirst on top, duh. I just... I'm so dumb. So we just killed Adeline. Yeah, that's fair, too. I kind of like just going Jadelight Ranger here. Got an attack. That's also a line, too. Like, are we in the aggressive mode here? I guess so. Yeah, I think I kill like a killing Adeline attacked. And we just hold up push, too. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I like this line better. Like, we're at 20, they're at 13. If they draw, like, Reflector Mage, they have to discard a card. Coco would be brutal. That's fine. Okay. Push here. Land. That's fine. I think we Jadelight here. We just drew 2 lands. This card's so good. Like, it's fine. Like, it sucks, but like, we just drew 2 cards. It seems really medium, but like, getting those out of the way is kind of clutch. So they probably have Coco. Oh, that's an interesting one. They always have Coco here. So do we attack and then like see if they do anything weird, and just like play Fatal and just like go Fatal push, Fable Passage, Fatal push? There's so many creatures that Jadelight Ranger just like gets ambushed into. So I think I just do it though. I don't think we could play scared. They don't. So now we waste our Fable Passage, right? Now we can't really like double spell. I think I just go Trespasser here. I could also just go Grimflare Scoos. I like Grimflare Scoos. because this Grimflare will be delirious in a second. We're on the same page, Mark. We are on the same page. There's a big snake in the background. I just looked at a blown up image of Jadelight. I always thought it's a dress, fin things in art, or a big snake in the background. Oh, you thought it was a snake? Interesting. That's fine. Just another reflector mage. Okay. I think I just take this hit. And then I just push the other reflector mage. Because Traverse is really hard to enable in this in Pioneer Slayers. I'm sorry for pronouncing your name wrong. I've tried it. It's just not good, unfortunately. Okay. So we'll eat a reflector mage. So I'm not sure we can crack a clue that they gave us with Declaration Stone. So we'll do that. It's kind of a cool clue, though. I haven't seen that art before. Uh-oh. Coco here is weird. If that's what they're doing. This is a weird timing for a Coco. I'll let it happen. But it's a weird timing for a Coco. The downside on this part is, like, Jadelight Ranger is only a 2-1 in this spot. But we just got the value out of it, right? So, like, the body just kind of... They hit Spellbinder, then we draw push. Yeah. That would be Magical Christmas Land for us, for sure. That makes sense. That makes sense, Slayers. I'm debating if I want to bait stuff out with this extinction event. I think I'm gonna just go land pass. I think we can set up this extinction event. And then, like, this trespasser flips too. So I think this is okay. It's a long league. Elite Spellbinder. Okay. We can still cast the Bloodchief's Thirst. They have one card in hand, which is interesting. They see this Extinction event and go, uh-oh. Uh-oh, they took it. Interesting. This is where Ritual Suit would have been better, right? So they're scrying with Charming Prince, which is scary. They top-bottomed. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, I think I kill Thalia. Take 10, 11? Yikes. So let's get the basic. I think we're going to play Flare too. So... So we'll do Odd. Flagrant Flare. Pass. Okay. There's that. Attack. Put Jadelight on top. Wolf Packer. And put him on lethal. Cool. I just turned 2 cards again. Cool. One memento. I need to check out a work message. Reality King 86. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. All right. Cool. Thoughtseize into Underdog. When we go Hive into Lair is kind of cool. So a nice decent curve out here. So we can go Hive, Lair, Tomb, and then Castle. So everything comes to play untapped. This is like the beauty of 2-color mana bases though, right? It's like, it's just very clean. Like with these potential come into play taps, right? I guess I just take the play with fire, right? It's Chain Whirl I don't really care about. We have the answer in Decay. So they don't have the answer to our underdog. Oh. Well, if they attack, I block. Den. If they had something, they would have just killed it. Wow. They drew the Spikefield Laser. That sucks. Alright, Jadelight. Thirst is interesting. Alright, Jadelight, you do your thing, buddy. That will go on top. Thanks. So now we can Thirst, Decay this, and then attack back. And then we're kind of in the front foot here. And these Layer the Hydras can start getting in too. It's going to be kind of nice. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Okay, this. There's this. Attack. Play land. So you go. So next turn we could activate Hive or activate Lair. Or hold up push. We could also activate Lair and push too. Okay, so their hand is Sokinzan Unknown. Trophy. We could just activate Hive, right? Do we really want to trade with these? It's gonna be a 3/3. Yeah, so let's. Yeah. So I think we just attack with the Hive, probably. Eat the Spikefield Hazard. Or the play with fire, sorry. So they can Sokinzan here, which is fine. So this is nice for Torbran or Chandra. Do I trade here? I don't think so. Oh. Okay. God, the thought season is so bad. think we all have to attack the Chandra here. If we take a lot of damage if they draw a land. This is where Briarbridge Tracker would have been a lot better because that was a Vigilance too. But like if we trade Jadelight Ranger for the Skull Storm Mage, I'll take that too. There's also an argument to just trophy the Chandra, but because they just plus Chandra, activate, then attack. God, that drawing that Thoughtseize was so bad for us though. Because they don't gain anything there. Eidolon, sure. Oh, man. Guess I just Trespasser here. And then hold up push. This Eidolon's gonna be very annoying. So go up to 11. Maybe I should have trophied the Chandra last turn, but then they just got to activate Den. No, yeah, I should have just done that. Yeah, so they can activate Den here. Wow. So I think I let them cast a Soul Scar Mage. And then I trophy the Chandra in response to the second Eidolon. It's an awkward game. So this Trespasser will flip. Double Eidolon is kind of interesting. So I could play Trespasser. And then we both go to 6. Maybe that was the wrong play. Activate den. 3. Oh, maybe I could have not gone to 6. Maybe I should have done the math. No, I get to block with the lair too. So activate lair. Yeah, so then we block, take 4. Yeah, so that's safe. So block here, block here. Did I forget about the lair? So they could go land, kill me. So block here, block here, block here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Is our last cards land plus? Oh. Interesting. They just let us win. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I should. Whatever. We're boarding the 2 sweepers. I think we keep in Soren and Cletus. I think it's better than the Chariot. There's an argument to bring in the 2 Duresses. Hit Chandra. So there's an argument to just go like this. Borrow all the thoughts uses. I think this is fine. Alright, this is a good hand. We could try to leverage our duress here. So hopefully this ritual just cleans everything up and we don't take too much damage from these little critters. Lead on Hive. Lava Coil. Play with Fire. Probably just take the Play with Fire. Because the list Lava Coil doesn't do anything technically. Play this mountain. Okay. Could be worse. So we can survive this initial onslaught pretty okay. Especially with the fatal push. I wonder if they'll just like stomp us. We take 4. Ooh, another Swiss spear. I think this is fine. I think we just take this. Jadelight is interesting. I think we just play Death Calculate and pass. I don't want them to stomp my Jadelight and then attack for 6. I'd rather just pass the turn. This ritual suit's gonna be disgusting. They could stop me, which I think I'm okay with. Let's go 13 times. So go to 7. I think it's worth saving this push. 7's fine. Especially with the Scoos draw. And then next turn we can go Jadelight. Sure. So let's Jadelight first. I think I'm down for that. I think I'm down for another Jadelight. So if they Lava Coil my Jadelight Ranger, I just push the Bone Crusher Giant. Okay. I can also just play Scoos too. Gain a bunch of life. I can gain 4. Are there 4 cards? 1, 2, 3. There's 4 creatures. So I will do that before they play that 3/3 dinosaur. Control's a pretty bad matchup, P. Kelly. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I think I'm also playing the matchup probably wrong. I was listening to Misplaced Ginger and how he plays the matchup, and he prioritizes sandbagging Thoughtseize, and I have not been doing that, so it's probably me more than anything. But it's definitely a bad matchup for sure. This deck's a little bit better because you have like, and compared to like another Abzan build, like we can grind a little bit with like Ranger class, Tenacious Underdogs, the Jadelight Ranger should help, but it's definitely not great. That's for sure. It's definitely a bad matchup. All you can do is hope to draw your discard spells and hope they don't get much out of it. So. So we just attack Chandra, they block or Soulscar Mage. We play Jadelight Ranger. We could also just Jadelight Ranger plus Tenacious Underdog. They do get an extra card out of this, but whatever. I will keep that Jadelight Ranger on top, that's for sure. That looks good to me. Army of 3/2s. And a potentially 7/7. Eidolon, a Great Rebel, sure. Lava Coil. Okay. So they can attack me with Den of the Bugbear. They draw a land. Attack with Eidolons, whatever. Yikes, that's a good draw. Oof. So I think I'll trophy this Eidolon end step. Untap. So I go to 6. Scooter's getting 5 life is so good. So I'll play Jadelight Ranger. Island Go Same. Thank you for the raid of 50. Really appreciate it. How was your stream? Hope it went well. What did you play? How did you do? Playing some Rock and Pioneer. Welcome everyone from Island Go Sam. Same or same? Thanks for the raid, buddy. Really appreciate it. I think we'll just attack with Scoos. Have 2 blockers. We're gonna deal 8 if they just take it, which they probably will. Eat the Eidolon. They'll probably stop my other Jadelight Ranger. But then we also have just this Jadelight Ranger. Monterey Cleave, nice. Yeah, that deck's been very popular too, is what I've noticed. So they probably just stomp my Jadelight Ranger, but that's just another way to grow this Scoos. But congratulations on trophy, that's awesome. Love to see it. Love to see it. They're just untapping. Which is weird. You would think they just want to spend their mana, right? Just stomp this. Like, I guess they need to find a way to kill the Scoos. I guess they want to, like... But even then, they only have 1 card. Like, I guess they could, like, stomp me, light up the stage. But even then, they can't go into like double lava coil if they like have 4. They already have 2 in the yard. Like that's the only way they really deal with their skews, I guess. Or they just like flood the board and they just have to keep chumping with skews. Okay. Okay. If this is their play, we win the game. Because I believe we have a removal spell on top of our deck. So we'll eat this. Yum, 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 yum. Nom, 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 nom. Cool. Alright. This deck's feeling pretty good, huh? Dude, I'm in love with these Jadelight Rangers. Holy cow. They are very, very, very impressive. Pretty excited. The hungry, hungry Scoos does it again. Yeah, this card's just so good. Like, people are not really playing this card in Pioneer, and I think that's wrong. It does a lot against the mid-range matchups like Rakdos. Does a lot against Phoenix. It does a lot against aggro. Like, this card literally gained us, what, 7 life that game? I don't know, the incident to life gain in this green deck is definitely nice. Like, I mean, Rakdos can run Cletus and Soren, but like, Skoo is just gaining life repeatedly is nice too. Let's try to get that 4-1. After getting like dumpstered by mono green, beat humans, beat Rakdos, beat mono red. It's kind of nice. Alright. We can turn to Flare. Off field, I don't know. I'm down to try another card in this Grimflare slot. Like, I can see this Grimflare being, like, literally anything. Like you said, it could be a 3rd Ranger. It could be a, I'm gonna play this Grimflare. It could be, like, a Branch Walker. I don't think we need 4 Scoozes. I think 3 is the right number for it. So this is a Ogrotch. Oh, okay, sure. Okay. So I guess we could Thoughtseize first, just to see what we're working with. A Kiora. We could take the Oath. This is when it ETBs, right? Yeah, so I can like decay. I could take the Oath and then just decay the Kiora with that on the stack if need be if they draw a creature. We could also just get Delirium right now. Land, creature, planeswalker, sorcery. I think we do it. We could also decay something and have like Jadelight Ranger off the top. I don't hate that. I think I mill land Soren, keep up decay. At worst case, if they're gonna play the Kiora at minimum, and we just decay that, and then we play Jadelight Ranger as a follow-up threat. I think we need to go a little bit more wider. So I think I go Soren, Death Cuckblade. Okay, put Green Ranger on top. And then we'll pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. If they draw Storm, I'm going to be very sad, but they nick those. Oh, I could Assassin's Trophy that land too. That's true. Yeah, I should have done that actually. So it's not too late, technically. I could trophy this. I should have done that, actually. Yeah, I should have just done that main phase. I'm an idiot. Thank you for poking out Coco Covey. I should have just done that. we are very far from winning that game. Wow, Jadelight Ranger drew us 2 cards. And then Trespasser. Jadelight Ranger's fucking bananas, dude. Drac, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Extinction Event, Noxious Grasp, Epic Downfalls, come in. And Coco V, thank you for the follows. All the follows. Really appreciate y'all for tuning in and hanging out. I'm gonna borrow out the Sorens. I think we trim a push. Probably 2 pushes. Maybe we trim like a flare on the draw. Yeah, let's dress up like this, I think. And on the play, I think we can add a flare. Have I considered main deck Brutality? I just feel like Brutality doesn't do enough. Maybe it's better in this deck specifically. Because you want to discard extra lands, but Karn's gone. That was the best draw we could have ever asked for. Now we can decay, eat Ogre Troll. Bananas. Ouch. Damn it. They can get Boat and kill our Scoos. That sucks. But we can decay Oathglow Troll, attack Karn down, and eat it. Okay. Thoughtseize. Kalitas. Not a bad one. Eat that. Slamacletus. Deals 3, so it doesn't kill our Cletus. That's a good thing. Cavalier. Okay. Jadelight Ranger. I think I'll just pass. We could have Tastic over Grimflare. That's also an option too. That's actually a pretty good idea, actually. But Tassiger with Soren's kind of awkward. Do you want to take 6? I guess you don't have to draw, but small corner case. Think about. Because Eidolon Elf sees hand. The thing about killing an Eleanor Elf is it's only good on the play. You know what I mean? So that's the awkward thing. Tassiger to just slow if you have it early. I don't know. We could cut for it to make sense. That isn't in the band of the deck already. Yeah, exactly. I'll feel like Flare is like good and bad at the same time. It's just awkward, you know. I really hope they play an Old Growth Troll. That's what I really want. Interesting. I'll decay the Kiora. So they're far off casting the Storm, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If they draw Nykthos off the top, they go Cavalier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cavalier, Nykthos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they still can't cast this. So they could just play Scoos. I should play Scoos last turn. Grovel AU, thank you for the sub. Really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They found the Nykthos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They built no creatures, which is unfortunate because that means the Scoos can't grow. Nice. Get a nice little Zombo. Ugh, what is happening? Oh. Damn it. So we could push the Hydra, eat Storm, attack, play Underdog. I'd also just make this into a 6/6 or 4/4. Sorry. I think I like attacking putting Underdog because if they put all their mana into the lair, we can just chomp. Need them to whiff. Need them to whiff. Need them to whiff. Dude. Oh. That's fine. Okay. This doesn't have trample, so... We'll block. Alright, Jadelight, you do your thing. I think I'll put this in the graveyard. I don't think we want Trespasser. Damn it. Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it. Can make this into a 4/4. Not looking good. I think we'll block the lair with the zombie. Get the Voracious Hydra. We need to draw a Fatal Push or an Assassin's Trophy for that lair. Not so lucky. They just didn't whiff when we did. That's unfortunate. Like, they just drew the Cure and then it just snowballed. Like, we had the Cletus and we just needed to, like, untap and we just didn't have the opportunity to. Like, they drew the Voracious Hydra, like, perfectly. I guess I could have held up Fatal. I couldn't even hold up Fatal Push. I don't think we can play around that. I guess we could have blitzed the underdog just to draw a card, but I kind of want to spend the mana to grow the Scoos, right? Because then it deters all these attacks. We really need a trophy or a push. They have no creatures left. We'll eat. There's no way to recur creatures, so... Removal spell. This doesn't exactly kill Lair. I guess we can activate. It's just better just to activate castle end turn, or maybe we just activate castle now. Man, their lair is like absolutely demolishing us. We have one push left. No, we have one push left. There's two on the board. Damn it. That one layer is just like turning the tides. '26, 26. They have a follow up play, obviously. Okay. Guess into a 1/1. Probably block Oathgrove Troll. So we take 10, go to 13. So, Extinction Event wins the game. Yeah, Extinction Event wins the game. There's do we have another creature? Yeah, we have two creatures in the graveyard. Extinction Event wins the game. That is not an Extinction Event. Oh, sorry, I had my mic muted. I don't think we want more than 2. Because, like, there's so many cards that it just doesn't kill. And we don't have a way to trigger a will consistently to kill Ogre Trolls. I think I have, like, 2. Um, sorry, yeah, my mic was muted. Apologies. Alright, their hand is pretty bad. This is definitely winnable. Definitely winnable. Okay. So we're gonna eat the Lower Elf, play Grimflare. Okay. So we'll TK this one so that they can't storm. And it's actually a point of damage too. Epic Downfall. I think we just mill everything. We might want the Fable passage. So then we can go Downfall and then Trophy Downfall. Oh, I wish I could undo it. Oh, I can. I think I'm gonna put Fable Passage in the graveyard. No, actually. I want the Urborg, right? Yeah, so I'll put Fable Passage in the graveyard. Epic Downfall, Urborg. So they need the land to cast Cavalier, which they do. Okay. Okay. So they put Lair, I think, in play. So now we Epic Downfall of the Cavalier. Guess we eat Elvish Mystic. I don't think we need to hold up Trophy, right? Use Trophy next turn. I think we mill both lands and Ranger class so we get Delirium and keep Epic Downfall on top. Land, sorcery, instant, enchantment. Grimflare getting paid the big bucks. So they could storm here. So we have trophy plus downfall. So I think we got to keep our boy Flair. I agree. I agree. So we go wide. With this current board state, we are solid. They hit 2 non-creatures. Tormod's Crypt doesn't do anything. I should have actually exiled Storm. Like, with that on the stack, I should just ate it. Interesting. Don't think they have a way to kill my Scoos here. Let's go. 4-1, baby. This deck feels so good, man. This deck feels so good. I think if we really want to hedge against mono green, I think we need another epic downfall. Oh, I guess we just have a second extinction event. So I wanted to try out Jadelight Rangers. Fantastic card. So good. This card was everything that I think it would be. Just being able to just scry 2 right away, it was just so good. Or like often like if it's a 3-mana 2-1 but it draws 2 lands, like sure, right? Like this card has been fantastic. Shout out to Mark who suggested this card. This card has been fantastic. Again, I want to give a huge shout out to Mark who's been helping me test this archetype. We've been kind of going back and forth, right? Like he's suggested some cards, I've suggested some cards. Like he was really a big fan of Asika's Chariot. I've been a big fan of Ranger class, Tenacious Underdog. Like this is definitely kind of something we kind of just threw together and kind of been testing. Definitely think Jadelight Ranger is really good. Grimflare. Every time I like say Grimflare is not going to be great, it just keeps pulling weight. It keeps we keep triggering the Grimflare. It's been very very good. Ranger class as well. We I think only drew it once or twice, but just being able to just grow threats has been very very good. And like we milled it with the Grimflare to reach Delirium against Mono Green. That was very relevant too, right? I think for changes, I think the only change I might make is just making extinction event, adding a second extinction event over the ritual suit, just so we have more exile effects against mono green. I think against like the other aggro decks, we can definitely cater the board state to where we can make extinction events sweep most of the board, where ritual suit is kind of off, right? And then with tenacious underdog, scavenging ooze, and Grimflare, if we name odd, we can kind of dodge our own creatures too, right? Final record, it was a 4-1. We beat humans, mono red, Rakdos, and mono green, and we lost to mono green. So this is back-to-back 4-1s with Black Green Rock, and I know Mark, who's in the chat, has been helping me build this deck too. I think he went like what 3 4-1s in a row. Like and also like Lair of the Hydra is really good too. I just didn't know that like I asked Mark how Lair was because he tested it first so we can have extra green sources for Jadelight, and he said like just making a 1/1 just blocking is good, and that bought us a whole turn, right? Like I think we had like 3 lands just to chump that layer, and we lost that game, but like it gave us another percentage point to draw into an extinction event, right? To wipe the board and attack with the skews. So I think that's the change I might make. I might just make this into a second extinction event, and cut the second ritual suit. And this unlicensed search, I'm still kind of on the fence about. I might try something else, honestly. But this deck feels fantastic. I'm excited to test this deck more. This deck feels really, really good. Like I mentioned, I'll probably I kind of want to get a bigger sample size with Jadelight Ranger. But Grimflare is a card that I'm constantly saying this could be something else, and then it just does that against mono green. Like it just kept beating face, milling us into an epic downfall. Like very, very, very impressive. The Cleus has been fantastic. And we didn't draw Sora in this league. Actually, did we? We had it in our hand, but we didn't play against humans because I think there was a stall in play. But I think overall this deck has felt fantastic. I really appreciate everyone for tuning in and hanging out. 96 viewers. This is awesome. I don't know when my next stream will be, but definitely follow me on Twitter. Or just hit that follow button on Twitch. You get notifications when I go live. My schedule was kind of hectic this week with work and just hanging out with some friends. Off field, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. I also want to give a huge shout out to all the people who tuned in today. A bunch of follows. Island Ghost Sam E for the raid. And congratulations to them for the trophy they 5-0'd. Grovel AU for the prime sub. Really, really appreciate all the support, y'all. It's been a grind trying to figure out this Pioneer format, but I think this is a shell that I'm pretty confident in. I really, really like this shell. Especially when we can beat decks that are tier 1, like Rakdos, Mono Green. Humans, I would argue, is tier 1. Mono Red, also a known deck. We aren't playing these garbage, just random brew decks, right? We're beating these established metagame decks. So it feels promising. The underdog, we kind of blitzed, I think, 2 or 3 times against Rakdos. So this card has consistently been able to pull weight as well. So yeah, that'll do it for me. If you want to support the channel, like I said, please hit that follow button. If you want to check out my past streams, go to my YouTube. This stream will definitely go on YouTube. Go to my Discord. You want to come and hang out? I'm gonna definitely chatter in there with this deck. Again, follow me on Twitter if you want stream updates. I don't think I posted I was going live today, unfortunately. But again, I don't know when I'll be going live this week. But again, tune in for that. All right, let's find someone to raid. I gotta go. Let's raid Chief. And Harry 1232. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. All right, everyone. Take it easy. Stay healthy. Catch you next time. Bye.